What is good, everyone? Welcome to today's trade recap of the day. Today is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. I'm going to be going over today's price action. The one trade I ended up taking, I am in Mexico, as you can see, and I'm going to be going over today's price action as well. And let's get into it. All right, so you guys might be asking, like, what is this number switch, Blake? You only made 2.8K. Yes, I did switch it up, guys. I'm not going to be trading on funded accounts. Probably for the rest of this year, I just opened up a live account with AMP, so I'm going to be focusing on that. I really want to just, like, dial that in for now. And then later on, we could see, me adding more allocation. But I can't copy trade my AMP accounts right now with my funded accounts. So, like, I'd have to use my phone and stuff. So it's a whole thing. But, oh, wait, I need to change this to display capture. There we go. So yeah, I'm starting to track my trades right now with TradeZella, so you guys can like see like all my P&Ls for like the months and stuff. So it'll be a lot easier to track because with like funded accounts, dude, I like rinse and repeat them. So I'm gonna have like a more of a track record. It's gonna be like way better for you guys to see this. And yeah, as you see, I've been on a break-even streak, break-even. Last week was break-even. This Monday I started off with a break-even, brutal break-even trade, but we did just get a banger trade today. So let's get into it. Absolutely textbook, such a freaking textbook trade, bro. I'm gonna be uploading my Mexico vlog soon, probably like next Sunday. I'll say, like, you guys should look out for it next Sunday, and then yeah, from there we'll be you guys will see like the live trade because I did do a live execution with this trade, so you guys will see it there. But yeah, let's just get into it. So coming into the day, I did have actually a bullish bias, right? Now, reasoning for that was if we just look at 930 open here, right, we are very obviously trending higher, right? This has been, I've been bullish, honestly, since the start of this move. After we swept out this weekly low, we started getting that displacement higher, right? We were clearly respecting bullish, disrespecting bearish here, right? That's why I'm going to be bullish, right? And then we did also have, this clear displacement through these highs, right? We were continuing to not only respect bullish, but again, disrespect bearish. So this is a great sign of a continuation in price to go higher, right? So my main draws and like my main idea for this day was I wanted to see first manipulation lower. I want to see 930 do something like this, take out this hourly intermediate low, and then go for longs. Or if we started displacing higher and we just wanted to leave this low as protected, which could definitely be the case, right? We could just like go back to here, have this low be protected, and then do this. Then I'll take a long, for a continuation model, which is what happened, right? Now, I'm really looking to the left of me here on the 15-minute time frame, right, to find out what my next draw on liquidity is going to be, because previous day highs there. Now, what is my next draw? Well, we have these really clear 15-minute accumulation highs right here, right? Really clear highs. This is inside of a fair value gap as well. On the 15-minute, we also have a 4-hour gap right here as well, right? So really, really good target. And let me just show you guys the trade I took. Okay, so 930 was opening here. We ended up displacing through previous day highs, so we did not get this right here. And we ended up leaving these lows. Now, when I was looking at this chart, right, I'll show you guys like the trade execution. Well, it'll just be shown in the vlog. I don't want to show it now, but I'll show you guys that in the vlog, so be ready for that. If we look at ES here, this is the scenario I literally drew out, right? So I wanted to see 930 get hit, and then I wanted to see an SMT form here, and then I wanted to see price trade higher. Now, why did I want to see this? Well, I just need to see some sort of manipulation, especially when we have this run higher. It's way better if we have this run higher, taking out liquidity to then take out more liquidity to run stops, so then that can actually propel price higher, right? Because a lot of the times when we just like have a big move like this, and then like we could have continuations here, this is good, right? It's still good, but an A+ scenario where is going to be when we run more stops down here, right? So that's what I wanted to see. And I wanted to see a 5-minute gap open up. I want to see price trade into that 5-minute gap and then get displacement from there. And then that would be my A+ scenario. Now, we actually did get the setup forming right here. And I actually did mark this out. We had a 30-second, right? So the 30-second closed right here. And you guys will see on the live trade, I had this marked out, and I was saying this is technically the model, right? We have the 5-minute pullback, right? We have the sweep of these lows inside the gap, right? It looks good, right? We have our draws, we have low resistance liquidity, but what is wrong with this trade? There's still been no manipulation. I need to see either manipulation on ES or NQ, especially because now we have this 5-minute intermediate low, and we are getting really close to what? This 930 sell side liquidity, right? This 930 low is a really, really strong draw, right? And especially when we see ES start trending towards that, you need to see that low get swept, okay? So really important that you guys start paying attention to that. the main thing I want you guys to take away from this trade, well, it's gonna be two things, but the first thing is to be, paying attention to what ES is actually doing, whether it's displacing towards a low or displacing towards a high, and if it's getting really close to that low or high, to wait for ES to take it out, and then from there you can look for, your setup. So many mosquitoes there. That's what I was waiting for, right? So that's why this 30-second wasn't valid. Also, it was still like kind of within this range, right? Still kind of choppy. Then what did we do? Created equal highs, or relative equal highs. Then we had real manipulation, right? On the 1 minute, right? And then you look on the 5 minute, what do we do? Sweep out that 5 minute intermediate low, right? This is a low resting inside of a gap, as you see here. This is your low inside of the gap. What did 945 do? Manipulate lower, right? So we had a 945 open low, 950 traded lower, and then we got that SMT formed all the way at the lows. Great SMT. I love to see these SMTs when like ES sweeps out liquidity, NQ is like still holding the gap that's like between this. This is just like such a bread and butter setup. And then we had the perfect 1 minute IPG here, entered longs there, and I hit TP in about 3 or 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. So made 2.8K on the day. Really, really obvious setup, really textbook setup. A question I got asked a lot, and this is another takeaway that I wanted you guys to get, is why did you take this trade when 10 a.m. was opening and we had a 15-minute for rally gap getting created here? Now, a lot of you guys pattern trade a lot of concepts, which is, I teach these concepts, right? Like, don't long against an unfilled gap. Don't short against an unfilled gap, right? You should be, waiting for manipulation. Now, you also need to be paying attention to what price action is doing before, right? So let's say we do something like this, right? We open up this range, we trade into the range, then we start getting displacement from the range, and we were trading towards the drawn liquidity, and especially when ES already manipulated all the way down here at these lows, right? Does it make sense for price to now come back into this range, sweep out this low again, that's already been swept actually, right? So to sweep it out once again, just because we left a 15-minute gap, no. Right, you see it all the time with not only 15-minute gaps, but 5-minute gaps, but 3-minute gaps, right? You see it with like a 3-minute gap. We trade into that 3-minute gap, boom, we trade away from it. We open up a 5-minute, and then we don't trade in that 5-minute. Why? Because the 3-minute already mitigated the range, right? So we don't need to see that 5-minute get traded into. Same thing with, the 5-minute and 15-minute. If the 5-minute mitigates this range, we start getting displacement from that. And if we are opening up a 15-minute, I do not care about this 15-minute because it's called a breakaway gap, okay? This gap will be this gap literally won't get traded back to, okay? This low should be protected, right? I want to see this low be protected. Why? We already had manipulation, right? We already had manipulation here on the 5-minute, right? We already had our accumulation. We already had our manipulation here. I want to see distribution now, right? Just because we open up a 15-minute gap does not mean we need to go to that. And also, I got another question, is like, why don't you wait for 10 a.m. open? I'm completely fine with trading before 10 a.m. open because you guys don't understand, like 10 a.m. doesn't always have to manipulate. That is a very common misconception with a lot of people thinking, just because it's like getting close to 10 a.m. open, I have to wait for it. 10 a.m. can also distribute to the draw. The same way you see 9:30 open, and let's say you want to take a trade towards, your buy side liquidity. Let's say like right here, right? I'm looking for 9:30 to manipulate, right? Does it have to? No, right? Why? Because 8:30 already might have done that, right? We already might have had like manipulation all the way down here, right? With this hourly fair value gap. So this was already done beforehand, right? Which is why, again, not every single time a new hourly candle or 15-minute candle is opening, it needs to manipulate, right? We already have done the manipulation, right? So
por interés de las autoridades aeroportuarias, no deje su equipaje desatendido en ningún momento. No transporte ningún artículo de desconocidos. Si cree que alguien ha alterado su equipaje o si se le acerca a algún desconocido diciendo que trae algún objeto extraño, contacte de inmediato a un representante de la línea aérea o a la policía aeroportuaria. Todo el equipaje está sujeto a revisión.
In the interest of
holy shit, chat.
Do not leave your luggage unattended at any time. Do not transport any item for someone you do not know.
Okay. Do I just pause this recording, or what should I do here? I think we should wait here.
If a stranger approaches you,
how's it guys Monday? Or Tuesday? It's Tuesday.
Contact an airline representative or the airport police immediately.
Yeah, I need the 10 minutes anyways. Need that 10-minute YouTube video.
Subject to search.
Okay. Going back to this though, right? What was I talking about? 10 a.m. open, right? Again, you do not need to wait for 10 a.m. open if we already have manipulation. 10 a.m. will then distribute to the draw if that previous 15-minute candle did manipulate, which we did. If you look at where 9:45 opened, we opened here. We did not manipulate higher, right? What do? We manipulated lower. We did not go higher, hitting this key level, right? We manipulated lower, meaning what? 10 a.m. will then distribute, right? So again, it's not always you need to see manipulation. Sometimes, and when we already manipulate, 10 a.m. will distribute. Okay, so that's just like the two main takeaways that I want you guys to get from this trade, because those are the two like questions I got, and that's what you guys should have journaled if you didn't take this trade. I'm sure a lot of you guys took this trade just based on, you know, the sauce I already been dropping on the YouTube for the free all the time for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this recap. Good start to the week. And yeah, I'm pretty sure like this shit like saves like previous executions. Yeah, like I had a break-even trade again yesterday. It like saved this execution, which was funny. I don't know how long these like executions save for. I mean, oh wow, it saves like all my executions. Wait, hold up. Oh, I guess from the past like 3 days. Yeah, Wednesday was break-even. Monday was break-even. Tuesday was break-even. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this month ends. So far, this is the stats. So we shall see. Looking pretty good right now, though. 2.8K. I risked 2.5K on this trade, which is like how much I'm risking. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this trade recap. Hopefully this uploads in time. So we'll see. Shout out Mexico. Type shit. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out, team. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. Peace.